I want to appreciate Streetschool for this opportunity to be able to speak to my fellow colleagues here, fellow teachers. First of all, I will say that I am someone that is always passionate about professional development. In fact, I will say that within the last couple of years, maybe the last 2 years, I will say that at least I have acquired, let's say, maybe 6 to 7 professional certifications. I am not even talking about free online courses. I am talking about professional development where I had to spend a lot. That cost me, a lot. Yes. So I am always passionate, like I said, about professional development because I want the ones that I have. It must cost me something. But I am not saying that I am nullifying online free courses and all of that. Of course, I take all free courses as well. But you see those ones that cost me, let's say maybe a fortune. Yes, those are the ones that I really, it's because I know the relevance of these things and I know how they are so much essential to me. Now, when I first had my certification in Cambridge, Cambridge IGCSE, in fact, that was when I had passion to start teaching in international schools. I was teaching in a school that was in Omo State, just basically Nigeria, that's a school that's run only Nigerian curriculum and all of that. But I have interest in British curriculum, American curriculum, even Canadian curriculum and all of that. So in fact, I had to take a loan. Okay, so just like Mr. Joseph also said, you need to invest in yourself. If not for the fact that I chose this profession, there is no way I will be sacrificing probably my finance. Motivation to do well in your profession is when you have passion for it. You must choose it. Don't let the profession choose you. Maybe by circumstance you become a teacher, or maybe because of the situation of Nigeria, the economic situation of Nigeria, you ended up teaching, or maybe teaching is just your last resort. No, you must choose this profession. And when you choose it, you have passion for it. And when you have passion for it, you have this undiluted hunger, this undiluted hunger to what? For professional development. So that is how this thing works. So I always invest in myself. So when I acquired this Cambridge IGCSE certification, that was when I know that, in fact, I had to resign from the school I was working there. In fact, when that was why I reacted to some of the things Mr. Joseph Nwosu was saying. I actually, yeah, because they resonate with me. So he said that you have to practice what you learn. So there is no way I will acquire Cambridge IGCSE and then I'll be teaching in a school where I won't even be able to use it. Yeah. So it was immediately I had the certification. That was when I know that my tenure in that school was over and I had to move on. Yes, to probably look for a school where I would be able to use the certification. Along the line, I acquired other certification under Cambridge. In fact, I've participated in a lot of marking workshop for first language, even second language, and all of that. Yeah, because it is really necessary to participate in marking workshop. Marking workshop helps you to, it gives you the way, it gives you the clarity on how to prepare your student. I'm the type that prepares students for um examination. I actually I teach seminar classes. Yes. In every school I've been teaching, I end up taking up. In fact, they end up giving me terminal classes. I don't know what they see in me, but of course, I am not surprised actually. They end up, even if I come in and then they give me maybe a class like year 8 or even year 9. Within a term, I will just see, oh, sir, you have been moved to maybe year 12 to prepare student for IGCSE or WAEC. Well, of course, at the point I was surprised, or why? But then I realized of course, I know what they saw in me anyway. So marking exercise is actually necessary for every teacher. If you know you are the type that teach, you prepare seminar students for international examination, you must practice, you must engage in with professional communities where they talk about or they engage in marking workshop, marking exercise. That is, you must know how examiners mark your student script. You must know. In fact, you must be able to think like an examiner. And you must teach your students how to think like an examiner. So when your students know what the examiner wants, then of course they will be well prepared for the examination. So in fact, my teaching and my lesson planning and all of that, they are all influenced by my marking exercises all the marking exercises that I've done. Yes, because when the student can think like the examiners, definitely they will excel.
So how would you advise teachers that are like, maybe they have financial constraints, like you get, or challenges? How would you advise them to start from where they are and then take professional development seriously? What advice would you give teachers like that?
Yes, thank you for that question. Now, like I said at the beginning, when I acquired my Cambridge IGCSE certification, I wasn't even working in a very big school, or let me say an international school. Yes. I wasn't working in an international school. In fact, well, maybe I shouldn't reveal it, but I know what I earned there. The salary I earned as at that time what I earned. Like I said, I had to take a loan because I know how important this development or this professional development was to me then. So I had to take a loan. So what I would say is, okay, if the problem the constraint here is finance, I would say that educators should try and collaborate with other educators who have acquired all these things that they aspire to have. Of course, we are all teachers. So in fact, one quality of a teacher is compassion. To be a
Mm,
teacher, you have to be compassionate. Okay, so and as a teacher, you understand that we do not have the same background. We do not even, for many of us, all the teachers don't even work in the same setting. The situation
mm,
of every teacher is different. So in fact, I'm always willing to help anyone. I'm always willing to share my thoughts, my knowledge, and my expertise with anyone. Yeah, so that is what I think people from teachers who are struggling, maybe financially or all of that, that is what they can do. So that is why they can even make use of LinkedIn. Yes, that platform will help you to connect with like minds. Yes,
mm,
connect with like minds and then go through their page, their profile. From the profile, you see what you need. This is what you want. This is what you want. But you have met someone that has what you want. So connect with the person,
mm.
reach out to the person, talk to the person. You know, so even this person can even if this person sees your grit, that you have this determination and you are hardworking. Yes, this person might have maybe they might be able this person can connect you with a particular school or an institution where you'll be able to afford to even develop yourself.
Mm.
Yeah, so that is what I would advise my fellow educators to do. They should do what? They should leverage on LinkedIn. They need to use it. Yes. In fact, this is one thing I always preach to everyone. In fact, I have preached LinkedIn to many of my colleagues that I know that they don't even use. Some of them they just created the account and they just left it like that. They left it blank. And I told them, you need this thing. You can how can you be a teacher and you won't even have a LinkedIn page? The current job I have now, I just changed my school recently. I didn't even apply for the job. So
Mm,
it is the head of the department of my department in this current school that just reached out to me on LinkedIn. I don't know this. I didn't know this person from nowhere. This
mm,
person just reached out to me that okay, there's an opening in my school. I don't know whether you'll be willing to take up the offer and all of that. Well, I didn't even know the school. I didn't know what it is. Okay, I just said, okay, no problem. Let's see if they are willing to pay well. But of course, I said that jokingly. But then I applied. Oh, I didn't even apply. I was just called for an interview. So I went for the examination, the micro teaching, and all of that. And of course, here I am in a new school. Without LinkedIn, I'm not sure any teacher can actually thrive in this 21st century. LinkedIn, you need it because it
wow.
is a platform that has brought together all like minds in different walks of life, including teachers. This is
Mm,
where you can meet up with your fellow colleagues. Reach out to them. In fact, there are some teachers you should be looking up to right now that, oh, this is what I want to become. This person already has what I want. So reach out to
mm,
the person. That's what I do. In fact, I remember that was how I started. Now I will look up some profile. Oh, this person is also an English teacher. Oh, this person has acquired this. He has this certification. He has this. He has that. I'll just reach out to the person. Wow. How can I do this too? How can I do that? How much does it cost? These are the things I try to find out. And then, of
mm,
course, I check myself now and I discovered that most of these things that I was, aspiring for, I already have them. And of course, that
wow.
doesn't mean that I still don't have my own aspiration. I still have other things that I aspire for. Okay, so
Wow.
of course, that is always there. I always aspire. I always have something I aspire for. That is just what